Hey party people, it's your girl Tish and I am back with another video. Happy New Year. Today's video will actually kind of be about that. The new year, 2024, and all of the things that I hope to acquire fragrance related for 2024. This is going to be my 2024 perfume wish list. And I have to give a shout out to the Santa Maria, who doesn't know me, but I got the idea from one of her videos, and I've seen some other videos as well. Can't necessarily name any specific creators off the top of my head. She was one that stuck out, and I keep a running wish list in my phone of the fragrances that I want. I've done that since the beginning of my journey back in March. And I add to it as I acquire things. I, take it off and just, continue. I put little stars. I have a star method. 2 stars is like, I really want this. 1 star is like, ooh, I really want it. But the 2 stars take precedence. And the no stars is I want it, but we'll see. And the wish list just kind of helps guide me and keep me a little focused because there are so many fragrances and I don't have the funds to buy them all, unfortunately, as of today. But it could change, amen? And I can just go buy whatever I want. Or brands will start sending me fragrances to review, and then I'll have even more, and a lot of them that I'll like, and I'll tell you whether I like them or don't like them. But right now, I'm only in a position to tell you about the ones that I either bought or for like this video, the ones that I really want to add. For the most part, the ones that I want to add are fragrances that I have likely sampled, smelled in the store. I usually still try to get samples. I really have to give a shout out to my girl Angela at Neiman Marcus. She is so kind, and that's where I get a majority of my samples from. She never gives me any problems when I come to visit about getting samples, unless the tester is empty or something like that. Sometimes that is the case, and then I'll get it the next time that I'm there. But even there have been times where I've ordered, my mom has placed orders for both my birthday and for Christmas as gifts, and she's puts a lot of samples with the gifts of different things. So I've gotten to sample a lot of fragrances, and I'll go and smell and focus on a particular house and spray it on me, wear it for the day, and figure things out. So for the most part, if it's on my wish list, I have likely worn it. I will give the caveats to maybe one that I can think of that I haven't even smelled, but it's on my wish list. So first I was trying to figure out like how was I going to do it? Was I going to do it in the order of what I think I'm going to buy, the season? But I think what I'm going to do, just to keep it the easiest, is go by fragrance house and say the ones that I want. These are ones that if I were to purchase them, I know that I would like them. I do have some honorable mentions of ones that I think I like, I've smelled and I like, but I haven't had a chance to try them out to confirm that I like. I may mention those too if I feel like it when I get to that particular house. So there may be some honorable mentions, but I'm just gonna go through, and then it'll be fun at the end of the year to see what I actually acquired, like what made it to my collection. And I'm pointing this way because I have a cart next to me with my actual collection. So let's start with today's scent of the day, which is the same scent of the day as my last 2 videos, and that is Bond No. 9 Tribeca, which I really like. And I layered it with the Brown Sugar Babe Wildcard body oil, which is their inspired version of Mason Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540, and then I have the lotion that I went on top of the actual Mason Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat 540 lotion, which I received from my Christmas gift from my mother. Love you, Mom. Thank you. So that is what I am wearing, and that is not because I just love it so much I keep wearing it. I recording a couple of videos all on the same day, actually a few of them, so I'm still wearing the same scent because obviously I'm not going to shower between videos. So that is the scent of the day. However, it is likely to be a repeat one, but sometimes I top it with some other stuff or mix and match the layering combo. But I love Tribeca. It is really nice, and I need to get her wares as I feel like winter is just going to be gone like that. So it'll be fun to compare at the end of the year. And we're gonna start with the house of Initio. Now, I already have from Initio, I have the 3 white bottles in the Hedonist line, which is Must Therapy, Paragon, and Rehab. So now I kind of want to move on. I think the purple bottles, which I think they call, it's the Hedonist line. And shoot, having a brain fart. Can't remember what the purple line is called, but they have the purple bottles, and there are some that I got to try because, again, Angela hooked me up. When I got my Must Therapy gift set, I also got a discovery set with that had High Frequency, Psychedelic Love, Atomic Rose, and Side Effect samples in them. And I love all of them. I love all 4. However, what I think for this year, what I will maybe purchase are High Frequency, but that might be closer to the fall. And Side Effect. I do have a travel size of Side Effect, and I that might get me through this winter, so I probably won't look at purchasing Side Effect until the fall, as far as a big bottle, you know, to actually wear this fall and winter, because right now it's January, and I think the travel size that I have, which is a decent size, will get me through January and February, and I will soon be on to spring fragrances. So there's no point in buying Side Effect just yet. I don't go enough places to buy any more winter perfumes right now. So I will probably do that. Atomic Rose is on the maybe list one day, but it is very similar to fragrances that I already have, and because I'm building my collection, I don't really need to buy fragrances that are too similar just yet, that are expensive and similar just yet. Atomic Rose to me is similar to Delina and Velvet Rose and Oud by Jo Malone. I have Velvet Rose and Oud by Jo Malone, and I have Delina Exclusive. And when we get to Parfums de Marly, I'll explain that Delina is also on my list, so I just can't get to Atomic Rose just yet, but I do have the sample, and I will rock her until that is done. Psychedelic Love, I liked it. I don't know if I need a bottle just yet because, again, I already have some fragrances with kind of some similar. I think New York Nights is close enough between that and My New York. I get the vibes already, and I don't need it just yet. But maybe by the fall, I can add that to my collection. Honorable mentions, Absolute Aphrodisiac and Blessed Baraka were nice. I have not tried them on skin yet. So, and I know a lot of people say good things about them, so I'm curious, and we'll see again for the fall if I want to add some more of those to my collection. Clive Christian. Right now, Clive Christian is not in my budget. However, it's just the wish list is just the wish list. We're just where God hears it, He make a way if it is so within His will. So I'm gonna say, Jump Up and Kiss Me. The female version, which I think is called, like, is it erotic? Am I making that up? It starts with an E. Erotica? It might be erotica. That one was nice. It's really out of my budget, so whether I'll get it or not, I don't know. I have a sample, and I will cherish my sample and save it for special times, because right now that's all I can afford. Bond number 9. So Bond number 9, I need to explore some more because I've caught on to Bond number 9 in the fall. So by September, I was just catching on finally to Bond number 9, and I was really heavily focused on their fall winter fragrances, like more of the warmer things with vanilla, stuff like that. However, I know that they have a ton of fragrances that are floral, fruity, that are good for the spring weather. They probably have more of those than they do for fall and winter. So I do plan on going and learning about some more of the fragrances that I'm not as familiar with from them for spring and summer specifically. But of the ones that I have smelled thus far or sampled thus far, because I have received a good number of samples from them as well, we have, so Nomad was on my wish list for 2023, but did not make it into my collection as a perfume. I did purchase the Nomad Body Silk, which is very fragrant. So I feel like I have the fragrance, and I do have a few samples of that. So I have enough samples to last me through, get me through probably February. That one is, to me, a more cooler weather scent. Yes, you could wear it all year long. Again, I have the samples and I have the body silk, so I can still wear it. I didn't get to it purchasing it this year, but fall, September, my eyes out will be on sales. I will be snatching up Nomad. And maybe before, because I saw that they had like a little trio set that has another scent that I want that comes with Nomad. And so I may get that as the, price effective way to buy all of the things on my wish list for Bond. So Nomad is a must and a definite. Greenwich Village is a must. It is probably the next fragrance that I'm about to purchase. I will tell you when I get to that house which one is the next fragrance, which is similar. But Greenwich Village, I feel like will definitely shine for the spring. So it is the next Bond fragrance that I will focus on getting, the body silk and the fragrance. Again, I stock the sales, so the sales will determine when it comes home to me. But Greenwich Village is a must. Now, of the flowery ones that I have sampled, which are just a few, New York Flowers was nice. I think I want New York Flowers. I think I like. I'm gonna still sample it a little bit. We have a little bit of time for spring. I think it's definitely going to be closer to beginning of spring, unless again I catch an amazing deal. Gotta snatch those deals when you see them. But I really, really like that one. I'm not huge on flowers. It has to be done in a very specific way, and it's very pretty. It's light. It's got a slight fruitiness to it, and it makes me smile. And that's rule number one. I gotta smell me and just kind of get a smile whenever I get a whiff. So New York Flowers is right now definitely on the list. Honorable mentions, I am currently sampling and playing with Central Park West and Central Park South. I have samples of, and then Nolita I have a sample of, and they're all likes, but I gotta play with them a little more. I keep hearing great things about Nolita, so I definitely am curious about Nolita and heavily looking into that one. But if I get New York Flowers, I don't know if I need that Central Park West and Central Park South. Bond is pricey. Even the discount is pricey, okay? So I gotta slowly build on Bond. New York Flowers, it has a cream and it has a scent. I may do the cream before the scent. Sometimes they're so fragrant they kind of satisfy my craving until I can find a good deal on the scent. But that is Bond number 9 and the fragrances that I hope to get from that house. Next, Nishane. I already have Ani and Wulong Cha, and I may go through Wulong Cha, but I have enough to at least get me through spring and summer. However, I do want Wulong Cha X. They have an X version that they came out of some of their most popular fragrances for their 10th anniversary or something like that. And it's just a little deeper. Like Wulong Cha is very light and it's kind of like a white tea, right? With oolong. But the Wulong Cha X is a black tea base. They still kind of smell very similar. So I think for the fall, winter, I want to get Wulong Cha. I try to add a G to that too. Wulong Cha X for the fall and winter. So I'm gonna stalk the prices and see if I can add that to my collection for that. They have a body oil and a hand cream for Ani and Wulong Cha. I have the Wulong Cha body oil. I want to get the Wulong Cha hand cream, and I want to get the Ani body oil and the Ani hand cream. Those are the ones that I want. I am sampling some other, 100 Silent Ways. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't fully see my list, y'all. But 100 Silent Ways, I really like that one, and I think that will be great for the spring. It's an all year round scent, but I don't really need to think about it just yet until the spring because I'm still enjoying my winter fragrances right now. So 100 Silent Ways will probably be next after next. So after Greenwich Village, I see me probably maybe getting 100 Silent Ways, unless again something else comes up and a deal pops up on another brand. Next, Parfums de Marly. Now, I have to see what I end up with this Parfums de Marly. Here's my dilemma. I have Delina Exclusive. I have a travel size of the original Delina. I actually like them both. I actually like them both together. I've been wearing them together. I feel like the original Delina just adds that zest, that pop of fruitiness, and I get so many compliments when I wear them. I need to practice or test out wearing them separately to see if they get the same reaction on their own, but I love them together. So eventually I do want a big bottle of the just original Delina. However, I also want the Delina La Rose, because I feel like for like summer especially, it's just gonna be so pretty. It's like a nice, airy, lighter version of Delina that I think will be great for the spring and summer. So I want the Delina La Rose also. I know, overkill. Do you need all the Delinas? I think so. However, they're not cheap either. So I have to stalk the sales and see what I can do. Realistically, can I get all of them? I don't know. We will see, and I'll update y'all when I get them. But so that's all. That's Delina. I do want to also try out Casilli. I have smelled it in the store. I have not tried it on skin to like wear it and see how I like it on. So that will be something that I try to get my hands on a sample to see how I actually like Casilli. And then eventually for the fall, winter, I want to get Out There. I've sampled Out There. It is so pretty. And it was on my wish list for this past fall, winter, and I wasn't able to add it to my collection because there was just so many that I was purchasing. But coming up, I definitely want Out There. And Oriana, I'm on the fence about Oriana. I really love the smell. I have the travel size. I'm gonna play with it and see how it performs, because a lot of the review videos I've seen, a lot of people complain about the performance, and even the one time I tested it, I felt like it kind of just disappeared a little too fast for me. Love the scent, but for the price, I need Oriana to start her and perform like her sisters. Like Valaya is a killer, Delina is a killer, like Oriana. Like, what we doing? What we doing, boo? You smell great. Can you stay there? Can you stay there? So we'll see about Oriana. And Parfums de Marly has a lot of really nice ones. I have not tested out the other scents. I've smelled them all in the store. They're all pretty. So we'll see. I'll test out the others. I have Valaya, and at the end of the day, if I don't get not a near another fragrance, I am so happy about Valaya. And I cannot wait to see how Valaya performs in the warmer weather, because I feel like Valaya is just going to shine so well. All right, next, BDK. So BDK, I would like the Rouge Smoking, which is like a cherry, smells like cherry cola. I have a sample of it, and I've only worn it in the house. I haven't really like worn it out and about or anything. I like adding it to other stuff. I've just kind of played with it a little bit, but I've been also kind of reserving it because I don't want it to go away. But I just need to use up the sample and then eventually get the bottle. It just keeps getting knocked down on the list when I go to buy fragrances with something else that either goes on sale that is just a little higher on the list. That's all. And I've heard some things about the performance with that as well, so I'm a little leery about the price. I mean, the price is not too bad, but I just have so many things on my list. I need things that are gonna perform very, very well. But Rouge Smoking will eventually get got. Just when, I don't know. Passé Soir is another one that I tested, I smelled. It smells so good. I haven't tested it as much on skin as I'd like to. I just recently got the sample, but just off a scent alone, it smells great, and I really want that. But there's also a Passé Soir Extrait. I haven't smelled the Extrait, but I've heard like the Santa Maria, I think even AI the Great, and I've seen other people post about it and say great things about it. But they also say that it's a good cooler weather version of it, and I just feel like winter is just almost over. Although I still have the rest of January and February, this weather is so all over the place, and I do not leave the house a whole lot. I mean, I go places a couple of times throughout the week in the evenings, but I don't know. I'm kind of done with buying winter specific fragrances. So I'm thinking the regular Passe Soir, and then maybe I can focus on the Extrait next fall. So at least I have a whole fall, winter to enjoy that. Now, MFK, Mason Francis Kurkdjian. And if you know, you know. If you're into fragrances, you have likely heard about this. It is a niche brand that is, I guess, I don't know if commercialized is the word. It's a little bit more popular. Like, even though people who aren't necessarily into niche have heard about Mason Francis Kurkdjian. I already have Gentle Fluidity Gold. And next up, for sure, is Baccarat Rouge 540. It was on my Christmas list. Actually, it's been on my list for a minute. It was one of the first fragrances back in March that Sam showed me along with Delina that's just been on my list. But the price has just been the only reason why I haven't gotten it yet. So I knew that it was just going to be a Christmas wish list item. However, I had so many things on my Christmas wish list. Of course, I did not expect my mother to get everything. So, you know, I'm going to get it. I'm just waiting for a sale. I feel like Christmas ended and all the stores was like, y'all got enough sales. But Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So I feel like if I were to buy it today, somebody's going to have a sale tomorrow and it's going to piss me off. So I'm sitting on my hands patiently waiting. When I say sitting on my hands, like I'm on the website, I'm on the MFK website, I'm on the department store websites, just looking at it. I've put it in my cart, I've taken it out the cart. Like, I really, 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 really want it. However, I have some samples and I have the lotion. So I have stuff to get me by. And the last time I went to the store, I sprayed myself with day bottles. Because every time I go, I feel like I need to spray myself with something I don't own. That's the fun. So Baccarat Rouge 540 will get got. Now, there's a regular version and an Extrait. I really want the Extrait. My pockets is just not on Extrait yet. So it's going to stay on the birthday Christmas list. And we'll see if it get got for birthday and Christmas. But there could be some more stuff that gets added by then, because all these brands keep coming out with new stuff all willy-nilly, and sometimes things just get knocked down to the bottom of the list. So we'll see. I'm going to start with the regular. I might get the travel set that they have, because I'm going to list some of these other fragrances that I want. And the travel set has a lot of them in there. And that might be a way to just kind of like get them to just get started using them and not having to buy all of them, because I can't afford all of them. So Baccarat Rouge 540. I want Oud Satin Mood. So good. I have a sample of it. So pretty. Oud Satin Mood. And I love all of their bottles. Are so nice. And they're nice and square. My inner monk loves the little square bottle because they are just next to each other. I can't wait to put them in my little thing. They will fit so nicely next to each other. They're like perfect little squares. So my inner monk loves that. And they're so pretty. So I'm going to try my best to budget so that I can get the square bottles of all of the ones that I want. But that just means that it's going to cost a little more. But Oud Satin Mood, I really want that. There's a body oil and a lotion. I wouldn't mind having those as well. But the spray is fine. A little of that goes a long way. So I don't necessarily need to be layered up. But I feel like I like layers because I may not want to wear the spray that day. I may want to do the body oil and something else on top. So I like having the different layers so I can figure out how I want to use it. So Oud Satin Mood, Grand Soir. Grand Soir is very nice as well. I feel like that's definitely going to be more fall winter along with Oud Satin Mood, which is why I'm like, I don't know if I need to buy those bottles just yet, because I just told y'all why. So the travel may be just enough to get me through, right? So I may get the travel set if a sale happens as well, because those are in the little discovery kit for women. I also sampled Amyris, I think is how you say it. Amyris, the Extrait. I did not smell the regular version, so I don't know if they're similar, if one's just stronger, but I got a sample with my Christmas gift of my Baccarat lotion and my Paragon and stuff. There was a little pouch of a bunch of different samples, and of that, I got a sample of Amyris. I got a sample of Pluriel. and I got a sample of just oud, not Oud Satin Mood, but it was just oud. The oud was a little masculine leaning. I mean, I'll probably like play with it and layer it with something to feminize it up for me, but I wouldn't buy that one. Oud Satin Mood is great. Now, all unisex, so everything I've listed so far, except for like Amaris, but there's a Amaris Home, which is the masculine version of it, which I haven't smelled, so I don't know. Aqua Universalis. There's so many aquas. There's an Aqua Celestia, Aqua Universalis, Aqua Vitae, Aqua Media, and then there's Petite Martin, and all of those are like citrusy, fresh, clean scents. But then of most of those aquas, there's an Aqua Universalis Forte. All of them got a Forte, and then all of them got a Cologne Forte. So there's a million versions of them, and I get overwhelmed and I get confused. I don't know which version. I do like Aqua Universalis. I got a sample also, I think with my stuff, Aqua Universalis Cologne Forte, which I will play with and see if I like that one. But there's so many. I did not buy one last summer because I just got overwhelmed and confused. So I'm gonna play some more at the tester stand and see if I can figure out which one I want. But I love those clean citrusy scents for summer especially. So that's another reason why I'm thinking the Discovery set, because it came with Petite Martin. And I want to say it came with one of them aquas. I can't remember which one. It might have been Aqua Media Cologne Forte. So one of those. And then they all have lotions and stuff like, ooh, there's a linen spray of the Aqua Universalis. Expensive? Yes. Is it on my wish list? Yes. Will I get it? I don't know. But it's on my wish list.